probably too loud. I don't understand how you were indoctrinated into a society that has never existed. I don't understand how you think that laws which have never been codified apply to us now and that we need to follow them. You see, I'm a ride or die leftist. I'm a liberal. I can't stop that. I always will be, and I can never leave the left. If I could, I would flee for my life because you're fucking crazy. You make me ashamed to be on this side of the fence. And I can say that I usually get along with right-wing. I've been making friends in the military. I'm a fucking... I'm practically a hippie. Yet I've been making friends with midshipmen. Because you are so militant and crazy. You've turned being a liberal into something with more dogma than being a good Catholic. And you're losing the intellectuals. You're losing the people who think. You're losing the poets. And you're only left with slam poets. You're only left with people who know how to rhyme on beat. All of the inspired people flee from you because you want to kill freedom of speech. How do you not see that this is a bad thing? How do you not see that this is the death of an intellectual movement? We don't want to leave, but you're forcing us out. Because you say these evil things. You say these evil things to us. Oh, you're a racist. You're a sexist. You know what I do? I help people. Whether they have a twat, whether they are black, whether they are gay, whether they come from a different country. I give them my full attention and try to help them. What do? Bitch on Facebook. Go to protest where you try to undo an election, a democratic election, which you lost because you called people racist and sexist unfairly.
Well, that's not why we lost. We lost because America is filled with Nazism.
That's ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Shut the fuck up. No one wants to hear you but yourselves and the cucks that you have collected. I'm still a leftist, I'm still a liberal, but I'm against you. And I have been against you since you shafted Bernie Sanders and decided to put on a literal lizard as your candidate. Now, I mean, the choice between a lizard and a man who shits on a gold toilet isn't a choice to me. Do you want to kill yourself with a revolver with 6 rounds or a semi-automatic pistol? Like, you expect us to have any sort of sympathy or hope for you, but your movement is dead, your points are evil, and here's the thing. Liberalism pushes towards freedom of thought, freedom of trade, freedom of identity, freedom of religion, freedom, liberty, the right to exist as a person and not be censored. But what you're trying to push for is literally censorship. You speak as if you're a citizen from We, which I know you probably haven't read. So fine, you're like a citizen from Orwell's 1984. And you're coming here, and you see all of these savage people saying what they mean, and no one to report them? Oh, well, that's just not right. We should jail them. He said faggot? He said faggot? Burn him. Burn him at the stake. You've become everything that you fucking hate, or say that you hate, but actually idolize. You don't think the witch burnings were bad. You just think that, fuck, we should burn some white dudes. Fuck, we should burn some white dudes. The worst part is that so many of you want to pretend like we're on the same team. Because I actually am interested in making the world a better place and helping people live. But you want to ignore all facts. You want to ignore all things that we know just for the sake of your bleeding heart. And it won't work. You won't be able to use my sympathy anymore because you're not on my side. You're on the side of a media that spoon feeds you horse shit. I'm not on that side. I'm on the side of books, of study, of facts, of analysis in general. The scientific method may not be perfect, but it's fucking better than belief. It's better than just swallowing dogma whole and then shitting it out and throwing it at your friends. I don't like the right. Their policies are fucking ridiculous. The fact that they opposed gay marriage, for what? To uphold the sanctity of marriage? What is marriage? My personal theory is that marriage it's a sale. Because farmers were poor. Well, no, farmers were rich. They were poor men. They wanted some of the farmers' land, and they said, hey, it's a little young right now, but you can have her in a decade if you give me a little plot. That's where my personal theory of marriage came from. So I don't give a fuck if it goes away. Also, have you seen a happy marriage? Because I fucking haven't. So, let the gays have it. I don't give a shit. But, at the same time, that doesn't mean that everybody who's ordained to marry people needs to marry the gays. Go to fucking people who want to do it.
Well, he doesn't want to bake me a cake.
So he doesn't fucking have to. I don't have to write you a poem. He doesn't have to make you a song. No one has to do shit for you. Whether you're gay, black, gay, straight, fuck. Whether you're gay, black, straight, a woman, fucking anything, an alien. No one has to do shit for you. Stop being entitled. It's not millennials who are entitled, it's the fucking progressives. And we don't want to claim you. No one wants you. Except for the media, because you're sheep. And you know who fucking buys magazines? You know who eats up those articles? Sheep. The reason why you think you have so many allies is because you've been herded into an echo chamber. Nobody believes what you believe if they are sane or have a lick of intelligence. Well, you're just alt-right. You just believe in the alt-right. You're just fighting for the Nazis. I'm a leftist. I don't. It's absolutely absurd to me that you have all of history as your enemy, and yet you don't stop and think for a minute. Maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe if thousands of years of different culture, there was not a singular culture. There is not the past and the present. Currently, there are still separate cultures, and yet you think that even though every single fucking one of them disagrees with you, that you're 100% in the right and you have nothing to learn from them. Baffles me. It absolutely baffles me. Because I just... It shows that I have no idea how to approach you. Because reason won't do it. History won't do it. Science won't fucking do it. So what's left? What can I possibly say to help? Or explain or argue or... There's no point. Because for all the arguments, all of the books, all of the analysis, all of the statistics, all of the work that I put in to try to prove what I believe, you have friends. And you have idols who will just repeat what you already believed to you. And then that will wipe away everything that I just fucking did. So what is there to do? You know? Like, I don't believe in building straw houses and blowing them down. I believe in productivity. I believe in doing things for a fucking reason. I believe in trying your hardest to build something beautiful. But with you, it's just sand. And dry sand. You can't even build a sandcastle and watch it get destroyed by the waves. It just crumbles in your hands. So what's the point? What's the point of knowing you? What's the point of being your friend? What's the point of giving a shit about you if you're just gonna be a brat? I don't know. I don't understand. I mean, most of you can buy liquor at this point. Well, I mean, most of you have fake ideas, but most of you are legal adults. Most of you are at the point where you're reaching 25 and your brain is almost fully developed. I mean, I would say many people would say that people are the most intellectually flexible and active in their 20s, and yet you're as rigid as a fucking dead tree. So, it's just hard. It just puts me in a really tough position because I want to have a conversation. You know, I love talking to everybody. It's kind of my thing. But the only people that I don't like talking to are the people who say that they're in my same line of thought and are fucking liars. Because you see, I value people. I love people. I'm a writer. I'm a poet. I'm an artist. My life dream is to open up an orphanage and to help underprivileged youths find their passion. I'm not a mean guy. I get along with people from every country that I've met. I get along with people who aren't even artistic. I get along with conservatives. I get along with old liberals. I get along with most people. I mean, even children I'm not that bad with. I don't like them that much. They're high-pitched voices. They have too much energy. But I get along with sober Christians. But you, I can't stand. Because nobody can. Because you attack us. And then say you don't. Fuck. It's like punching someone in the face and saying, "You're mad? You're mad at me? Dude. It's a little prejudice to you. That's a little backwards. What are you, a fucking monarchist? Jesus Christ. Just let... Morality isn't a place. It's not a school of thought. It's not an argument. It's not a country. You can't just base your entire life on abstract... Because, I mean, morals are kind of flexible. The Spartans used to throw ugly babies off a cliff. And that was moral. Well, it's not moral, obviously. I mean, to today's standards, no. Of course not. Don't throw a baby off a fucking cliff. But, I mean, fast forward years, Is it really moral to poison your people? Is it really moral to give them fucking black water and months later still not have fucking done a thing about it? Is it really moral to have a government fund or a government approved pipeline being put through basically nature reserves? Is it really is it really moral to bomb brown people for money? Is it really moral to have the cost of living increase thrice but have the minimum wage stay the same? No. Fuck no. We all do amoral shit, but you have to work with it. You have to work with the society. A Spartan couldn't be like, you know what? We should abolish slavery. We should abolish baby killing. We should just let the fucking women should be the same as men, because you'd be speared. And we live in a country of free speech, so we won't be speared, which is fucking awful. Well, a country of free speech, kind of, for now. It's getting worse every fucking minute, because, thanks. But the point is, we still have to accept that our morality is in the place it is, we are in the country that we are in, and we have to live life according to that. We can't live in dreamland. I understand dreamland might be a wonderful place, but it doesn't exist, and it doesn't give us food, and it doesn't help us help people, because it's just your imagination. Well, it's not your imagination, it's the liberal media which you consume, and the imagination of the people behind that, but still, it's make-believe. It doesn't help anyone. So my point is, you have to focus on you have to focus on what's happening. You have to focus on the world, you have to focus on what you can do in the world. And what you can't do is achieve perfect equality. You fucking capitalist pig! Fuck you. You can't. There will be inequalities on this planet. I mean, you kind of missed the boat on that one. Socialism has happened, and it didn't fucking work. Because when you put everybody on the same level, the first thing that happens is a fucking tyranny. Because that's how human nature works. When there's power to be grabbed, people seize it. So accepting that I mean, I'm a socialist sympathizer. Not with Stalin, not really with Lenin, but the idea, people work for themselves and their neighbor and they take care of each other in common, it's fucking beautiful. Wonderful idea. But it doesn't fucking work, because human nature is inherently power hungry. So, accepting that as a liberal, I would say that the next best system would be where power is the most democratic. Power is the most dispersed. There is no king, there's no aristocratic class, there's upward mobility, etc. So, that's what you should be aiming for. Because it's achievable, and it makes life better. Capitalism hasn't fucking helped anybody. It has helped people. It improved life for the working class. Americans and Europeans weren't so privileged. Literally 400 years ago. Factory workers were a thing. They'd have to work every day for shit wages. It was basically feudalism is not that old. History is not that far away from the present. And if we don't want to go back to feudalism, we have to hold on to the systems that we know which promote a diversity of power, a diversity of the concentration of wealth. I mean, we're fucking up bad because of morons like the progressive movement, where they're just giving the power up. And the thing is, like, your dreams aren't bad. The things that you want aren't that bad. Equality of the sexes, wonderful. Multiculturalism, wonderful. A first female president, yeah, that'd be pretty dope. But the way you go about them is fucking moronic. That person said something against the PC agenda. I'm gonna fucking get him. Hey. Why? Why try? You can't chase liberalism with tyranny. Like, rule number one of communism, rule number one of socialism. If you achieve it through violence, it's not the real deal. It has to be something that the entire community agrees on and just falls into, it's in the book. You're bad at it. You don't know what your own beliefs are, you don't know how to achieve them, you just want to argue and have power. And I mean, honestly, you're not that much better than the stupid conservative. Alright, sick. So, being a creative. Well, I'd say it's like the best and the worst. I'd say if you want to pursue it, nothing's as rewarding. No job, no matter how much money you get, will give you the satisfaction of having created something. So, but also, it'll be hard to eat. It's a gamble, and it's a very difficult way to live. But man, if you got the bug, I mean, for some people, I just feel like it's a necessary outlet, and that's why I would say pursue art, is because it's hard for you to stop. It's hard for you to not do it. I mean, I feel like it does take a while too. I feel like you don't feel that way in the beginning. I feel like it's 3 months, 5 months, and you just wake up and you're like, I gotta work on a project. It's fucking dope. And that feeling is definitely what I think art is about. Don't go in if you want to be known. Don't go in if you're looking for fame. I mean, I do believe in authenticity, man. I don't believe you should be authentic in every conversation you have. Of course, there's politeness and things like that. But when it comes to like quality art, I think what is also rewarded is authenticity. I mean, Kanye is kind of an asshole, right? But he's super real, and he talks about a lot of things that are relevant to people. So he's good. I mean, I don't really care for him, but that means that he appeals to people. That means that he's a popular, good artist, and that he it's kind of like the Drake thing. It's kind of a selfish dig, but he represents the generation well. So yeah, don't go in. Even if you want to be Mr. Guy, you have to be going at it with your own feelings. Even if you want to be Kid Cudi, you have to write about breakups and being high. You can't separate yourself. You're not making a product for people to consume. I mean, at least I hope you're not. The best art, the only artists that I agree to patron are artists who are doing it because they have something that they need to communicate. Wave writing for money is pretty fucked up. Don't do that. I mean, I guess this also applies to YouTube. Make videos because you want to make videos, not because you want the ad revenue. There's probably not going to be any ad revenue. For the majority of people who make videos, you got to be really consistent and good about that shit. I mean, keep in mind, there's also a lot of people with like 100 subscribers that make fire shit. I mean, that's also talent and authenticity also, when put together, often get rewarded. I guess the answer is do it if you're good and do it if you really love it. But I would also hypothesize that if you love it, you're really good at it, because it's just starting to click.